So I have a flight next week.
Good news, I survived. Came back home last Sunday from the Dominican Republic on flight 2710 on JetBlue. And the landing at JFK was probably the scariest landing I have ever experienced. One, there was turbulence very close to when we got to New York. And turbulence is okay, right? But I think the scariest thing was as we were landing and getting very close to the runway, the plane just started to swerve like this. I was like, come on, what is that? And I knew we were so close to the runway. And Sahi and I, we both had aisle seats on the same row. So we were holding hands, I think he was just trying to comfort me. So we were holding hands, and then the flight attendant just cuts through. She cuts through and she runs to the exit door. And I don't know what happened after, but we did land safely. So alhamdulillah. But then, within a couple of hours, the next day, I see that really awful crash that happened with the Delta plane in Toronto. And I was like, oh my God, like if you saw the videos of how the plane flipped over, after that, like I imagined what could have happened with our plane because our plane also literally was swerving. And if the freaking wing touched the ground, that may have happened to us too. As I was exiting the plane, the pilot did come out to greet us and he was really happy and smiling. And I wanted to tell him like that was the craziest thing in my life. But I definitely acknowledged that, it was really definitely his skills that saved us. And of course, my duas.